Hey guys, right here I have a 2018 BMW 630i Gran Turismo M Sport. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. There are welcome lights as you unlock the car. The side mirrors automatically folds in when you lock the car, and when you unlock it, it automatically folds out again. You can open all of the windows in this car together with the sunroof simultaneously by pressing and hold on the unlock button, and you can close all of them back together just by pressing and hold on the lock button. Standard on the 6GT in Malaysia is BMW's Comfort Access Smart Keyless Entry and Start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the ribbed area on any of the 4 door handles. And to unlock the car, just wait a moment and tap the area again behind any of the 4 door handles. As you open any one of the 4 doors in this car, the windows dip down a little bit to clear the door frame. Along with that smart keyless entry is a push button start system. So, to start the 6GT, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. Upon turning on the ignition, the steering wheel will move down to its last recorded position before the engine was turned off the previous time. Featured on the 6GT is a rack and pinion power steering system with electric assistance. For the M Sport trim, there is an M leather-wrapped steering wheel with the M badging on the bottom spoke and thick sport grips at 10 and 2. An 8-speed sport automatic transmission is the only option available with the 630i. This transmission comes with Sport mode and Steptronic manual shifting capabilities. Steptronic is controlled either by the gear lever or by the pedal shifters behind the top 2 steering wheel spokes. In terms of parking aids, standard items include front and rear parking sensors, a reverse camera with active guidance lines, and the Park Assist automatic parking system. When reverse is engaged, drivers can choose to turn on or off the Park Assist system, the reverse camera, the guidance signs and obstacle markings. The display's brightness and contrast can be adjusted, and the settings menu can be brought up. On the right of the center console, the topmost button activates the dynamic traction control system if pressed once, and deactivates the dynamic stability control system if pressed longer. Below this is the driving experience control driving mode selector. Comfort is the default mode that the car starts up in, and this mode is best suited for comfortable drive. Sport tunes the car for sportier drive, while Eco Pro does the opposite and tunes the car for more fuel-efficient ride. Adaptive mode is new, and in this mode, the car automatically adapts itself for the drive based on the driver's driving habits and the route ahead by using inputs from the steering and the accelerator, the gear position, and the navigation data. The 3 buttons below from top to bottom corresponds to the parking sensors, lifting and lowering the air suspension, and the active rear spoiler control. The 6GT comes with safety features such as 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, dynamic stability control, dynamic traction control, dynamic brake lights, cornering brake control, lane departure warning, lane change warning, approach control warning and person warning, cross-traffic warning rear and prevention of rear collision, a tire pressure monitoring system, and mobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the outer 2 rear seats. Alright, let's turn on the hazards, lights, rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. As with most new BMWs, pull the bonnet release lever once to pop it open, and pull the lever a second time to release the catch holding the bonnet to the body of the car. Courtesy of the M Sport trim is this set of 20-inch M double-spoke style 648M bicolor light alloy rims. The tyres on this 6GT, which are Pirelli P0 run-flat units, have a mixed configuration, so they measure 245/40 R20 in front and 275/35 R20 out back. Ventilated disc brakes are standard all round, and the air suspension system receives double wishbones in front and a rear multi-link setup. In 2009, BMW released its first ever Gran Turismo model, the F075 Series GT. This was then followed by the F34 3 Series GT in 2013. When time came to replace the 5GT in 2017, instead of creating the second generation 5GT, BMW decided to shift the Gran Turismo body style to the 6 Series range. Hence, at the 2017 Frankfurt Motor Show, the G32 6GT debuted. The 6GT is built on BMW's Cluster Architecture or CLAR modular platform. While the 6GT is more closely related to the G30 5 Series, it does share some technical elements with the G11 7 Series, such as the wheelbase length, the width of the car, and the front suspension setup. The 6GT is longer, lower, and lighter when compared to the 5GT, and this does make it look less awkward than its predecessor. Powering this 6GT is BMW's B48 B20, 2-litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline-4 petrol engine with Valvetronic variable valve control, double Vanos variable camshaft control, and high-precision direct injection. This engine produces 254 horsepower at 5,000 to 6,500 RPM and 400 Nm of torque at 1,550 to 4,400 RPM. 6.3 seconds is the time taken from 0 to 100 km per hour, and 250 km per hour is the top speed. The fuel tank carries 68 litres of petrol, and the combined fuel consumption for the 630i GT Sport Automatic is 6.6 litres per 100 km. Carbon dioxide emissions is 152 grams per kilometer, and the 6GT is a rear-wheel drive vehicle. The G32 6GT went on sale in Malaysia last month. Only one locally assembled variant is available, the 630i Gran Turismo M Sport Sport Automatic. Exterior features of the 6GT M Sport include automatic auto-leveling adaptive LED headlights, automatic high beams, automatic wipers, LED daytime running lights, LED indicators for the front, sides and rear, LED rear lights, LED rear fog lights, LED rear number plate lights, BMW individual high-gloss Shadowline exterior trim, the M Aerodynamics package, active airstream front kidney grills, body-colored side mirrors, body-colored door handles with chrome highlights, and dual chrome exhaust pipes. Bottle holder, storage, button to operate the powered rear hatch, speakers right there and right there, central locking, mirror controls, window controls. All of the windows in this car are fully powered and fully automatic in both directions, window lock, and your rear sunshade controls. The driver's seat in this 630i GT M Sport does get full powered adjustments, with all of your controls located right down there, together with your 2-person memory settings adjusted using the buttons right there. The only manual adjustment for the seat comes in the form of the thigh support, adjusted using the lever right here. Interior brightness adjustment lever, parking lights, storage, and M door sills for this car. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. Quad zone automatic climate control system. These are your front controls, and there are a separate set of controls for the rear, which I'll show you later. But back to the front controls. Fan speed, temperature, automatic mode, and different modes for the driver's side. Separate set of controls. Fan speed, temperature, automatic mode, and different modes for the front passenger. Maximum air conditioning, front and rear defrost. Sync means if you have it turned on, the driver's side will control all of the controllable options, but if you turn it off, each of the 4 zones will have their individual controls. Recirculation and air conditioning. If you hit the menu button, you can bring up the climate control menu on the infotainment display, where you can activate your rear climate control system, default settings, automatic air recirculation, and all that. This button brings up your intelligent safety menu. And just above the climate control panel, different mode selection. Band allows you to switch between FM, AM, volume and power. Your 7 customizable buttons. You can program these 7 buttons to store, say, your favorite navigation address, your favorite contact, your favorite radio station, so on and so forth. CD player, eject button, seat track, and this button brings up your connected drive menu. Below the start-stop engine button is the button to activate or deactivate your automatic stop-start feature. If you do have the feature activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or traffic jam, to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is using. Down here, a couple of cup holders, power outlet, USB port, a bit of storage. This area also doubles up as your wireless charging station. And obviously the cover if you do not want it exposed. This is the 6GT's electronic parking brake. It is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and push the lever down. To engage it, simply pull the lever back up. There is an auto hold function for the parking brake, whereby you arrive at a stop again, such as a traffic light or traffic jam. The car is in drive, you lift your foot off the brake. With the auto hold function activated, the car won't actually move forward or roll back. The 6GT in Malaysia is fitted with the Navigation System Professional touchscreen head unit with a 10.25-inch color display, various media connectivity options, and navigation. Sound is channeled through the Harman Kardon surround sound system with 16 speakers and 600 watts of power. The Harman Kardon sound system that this 630i GT has is actually quite good. Apart from the touchscreen function, the 10.25-inch display right above can also be controlled using a set of controls located down the center console. Ahead of the knob, media, communications, menu, map and navigation shortcut buttons. Behind it, back and option buttons. And the knob, as usual, scrolls to left, scrolls to right, goes up, down, left, right, and clicks down for enter. There is also a touchpad above the knob that you can input, say, letters and numbers into the navigation system, search function and whatnot. Now, let's start with the menu that's on the far left, and that is Media Radio. Right here, you can go through your different media options, saved stations, FM AM, music collection, Bluetooth audio streaming, CD DVD, screen mirroring, USB, bring up your sound system settings where you can adjust the equalizer, bass treble, balance fader, Logic 7 surround settings, volume settings, reset the system back to factory settings, and the various audio feedbacks from, say, the touchscreen, touchpad and whatnot. You can manage mobile devices and personalize the menu. Right here, Bluetooth audio streaming menu with the current song playing information, artist, album, title, list of songs, album art if present, song duration, and click the knob to left and you can bring up media search, and you can also browse your artists, tracks, and shuffle. If we click the knob to the right, you can bring up your split screen function. Next up, communication, where you can personalize the menu again, memos, messages, BMW assistance, manage mobile devices, dial a number, look at your list of calls, phone book and whatnot. Navigation, you can access the map, use the knob, scroll it left and right to zoom in and out. Click the knob to the left to bring up your route guidance, route information, spoken instructions, traffic and additional information, your various map views, interactive map. Right here, you can either use the knob to scroll up, down, left, right, or use the touchpad to go to your desired location. Once you're done, just click the knob down. You can start route guidance, leave the interactive map, save position, and change the map view. Within the navigation menu, you can also add destinations, recent destinations, input address, and whatnot. Connected drive, your various vehicle apps, My Vehicle with your vehicle settings, iDrive settings, main menu contents, driver profiles, vehicle status, technology in action. Right here, efficient dynamics menu, driving style analysis, and your sport displays, which tells you how much horsepower and torque you're using. driving information, and down below, owner's handbook. You can search the various parts of the car using the display instead of the book. Lastly, notifications. Heads-up display, central locking, as shown earlier, power folding side mirrors, adaptive cruise control and speed limiter controls, audio controls, volume, seat track, different modes, Bluetooth telephone control, and voice control. Wiper controls, indicator controls. Locate the two buttons at the end of the indicator stalks. The top one goes through your multi-information display, your fuel consumption information, average speed and average fuel consumption, turning the display off, and back to the mileage and trip meter. And the bottom button activates your automatic high beams. Fully powered tilt and telescopic steering wheel adjusted using the lever right here. Front center armrest with storage below. It is illuminated, and there is another power outlet and USB port right in there as well. Frameless auto dimming rear view mirror. LED interior lights and reading lights. SOS emergency button, and the control for the panoramic sunroof is right here. You can also open it up as a vent. Sun visor for the driver's side gets a vanity mirror and a couple of LED lights. Grip handle. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now and continue with the rest of the tour. GT badging, speakers, window control, sunshade controls, auto holder, storage. And the rear seat backs in this 6GT do fold down. They split 40-20-40 when folding, and to fold them down there are actually two ways to do it. You can use the buttons on the sides of the outer two rear headrests. The one on that side folds down the right seat, while the one on the other side folds down the left seat and the middle seat. Alternatively, you can also use the identical buttons located inside the boot. To fold down only the middle seat, pull the lever right there. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, get more than this, and I get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually quite nice and spacious back here. The seats are comfortable as well. Storage pockets on the front seat backs. Rear aircon vents in the middle with the aforementioned rear climate control system below. Temperature for the right and left, automatic mode, different modes, fan speed and maximum air conditioning. Storage, a couple of power outlets, aircon vents on the B pillars, together with hooks above. And on the ceiling for both sides at the back are grip handles and hooks. Rear LED reading lights and interior lights. Rear center armrest with cup holders. To open up the powered rear hatch in the 6GT, there are 4 ways to do it. You can use the button on the key fob, Boot space in the 6GT is 610 litres with the rear seat backs in place. Fold them down, remove the cargo cover, and the boot space becomes 1800 litres. On both sides of the boot are LED lights, hooks, and storage straps. To the right, there is a power outlet, and under the boot floor is storage. Adjustable headrests front and rear. Speakers, central locking, window control, bottle holder, and storage. The front passenger seat in this 6GT does get full powered adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as the driver's side, including your manual thigh support. The only thing that this side misses out on is the memory settings. Lockable glove box. It is of a decent size. It is illuminated as well. Grip handle. And the sun visor for this side has a vanity mirror and a couple of LED lights as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2018 BMW 630i Gran Turismo M Sport. Thanks for watching and goodbye.